Hey everybody, Yankee here. If you remember, last week I did a video about Wayne LaPierre stepping down from his position as the CEO of the NRA and how it was really just kind of a political scheme and that he's stepping away in name only because they're trying to limit the liability of the actual NRA, trying to protect as much of their money as they can. Well, it seems like we now know exactly why he stepped away, and it kind of supports and reinforces that opinion that I put forth. It seems that Josh Powell, do you remember this guy here, this dead-eyed little weirdo? He has now taken a plea deal. He has pled guilty to what the NRA is being charged of. If you remember, the NRA is facing a lawsuit saying that they are a sham organization, that they are not really a gun rights organization. Really what they are is just a personal piggy bank for the board of directors, etc. That they take money, they defraud us, the gun owner, from our money, and they take that saying that they're going to fight for gun rights, but they don't. They just line their own pockets. In fact, they take steps against gun rights to make it to where they're still relevant so that we never win any real big victories if they got anything to say about it. They suck money out of campaigns everywhere in the country that have a good chance of winning, and they take it and they put it in their own pockets. And they're facing charges of that right now. And this guy, like I said, Josh Powell, admitted to all of it. Said, yes, it's true. And not only that, he's also agreed to be a state witness against Wayne LaPierre and the NRA. So that right there is why Wayne LaPierre crafted this scheme of stepping away to try to limit the NRA's liability. Because the NRA is going to want to say, look, it was all Wayne LaPierre. Oh, we found out he was evil and we got rid of him. Even though he's not really gotten rid of. He's still very connected, still being very well compensated by the NRA, etc. And if you pay attention to the timeline, LaPierre pretty much resigned as soon as that guy agreed to become a witness. It was like that hour. And the announcement that he was going to be a witness came out later that day. The next morning, it became really well known. And now it's very clear why LaPierre was stepping away. The NRA isn't changing their stripes. The NRA isn't making any changes whatsoever. They're just trying to protect their asses in a lawsuit that stands to take pretty much everything they got from them. The NRA is still run by the same people. They're still enacting the same practices as far as keeping themselves relevant and keeping themselves rich instead of actually fighting for gun rights. None of that's changed. The only thing that's changed is now the state has someone on the inside that has admitted that that's what they're doing, and he is going to testify against people like Wayne LaPierre because LaPierre was the leadership. So the NRA is trying to make it look like, as I said, look, we got rid of the bad apples. Keep sending us your money. This lawsuit's a sham. When we found out there was a problem, we got rid of him. And we all know that's not true at all. In fact, if they beat this lawsuit, I guarantee you Wayne LaPierre will be right back. He'll get reelected. And believe me, he's being well paid right now while he's stepping away with our money that they're supposed to be using to fight for gun rights. They're paying him very well right now. Look up the compensation he's getting right now while he's on vacation, which is what this really is. This is a travesty. The whole NRA is a travesty. I've told people for years that they are nothing but crooks and liars, and they don't care about the gun community. They don't care about gun owners, definitely. Wayne LaPierre doesn't even know how to hold a gun properly, much less care anything about gun rights or gun people. I guarantee he looks down his nose at most people who own guns. I've met the man. He is a disgusting person. I don't take selfies with him and be like, oh, look, cozy up to the NRA, make a paycheck. I don't do that shit. So I've been telling you the whole time the NRA was corrupt. And the other people only started telling you that after it became clearly apparent and that the checks stopped coming in. So remember that. The NRA is corrupt. I've been telling you that for a long time. And right now, they are not making any changes. They're just trying to protect themselves from liability. And that's the only reason Wayne LaPierre is not the visible head of the NRA right now. It's because this guy, Josh Powell, is going to turn evidence against him. And they wanted him as far away from the pocketbook of the NRA as possible while the trial's going on. So don't fool yourself into making the NRA, thinking the NRA is making changes. I know some other gun channels are telling you that, but they're being paid to tell you that. They've got a financial interest. They know the NRA hasn't changed. All of them started cozying right back up to the NRA as soon as the paycheck started coming in again, as soon as it started being profitable. So don't believe them. The NRA is making no changes. They're just trying to protect their own fortunes, and that's why they've done what they've done. And I think in a little while, you'll see if they beat this case, things will go back right to the way they were. If they lose this case, they won't change their behavior. They'll just act like, look, we got rid of the guy that was in charge of doing it, so you can trust us now. But don't trust them because they haven't changed and they aren't going to change. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Before you go, I want to remind everyone out there that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We take no advertising. We do not accept sponsorship. We do not get kickbacks from gun companies. We don't do paid reviews. We don't hand out discount codes for kickbacks. And we definitely don't take money from organizations like the NRA or the GOA to try and convince you that they're good organizations. Like I said, we are completely viewer funded. And if you want to be one of those viewers that helps fund us, go on over and sign up either on Patreon or Subscribestar. It doesn't really take any money for me to make videos, but it does take money to run the programs that we sponsor, such as TYMP, Pets and Vets, the Friend Program, and so on. And if you sign up on Subscribestar, you are supporting TYMP. If you sign up on Patreon, you're supporting Pets and Vets. And if you're one of my viewers that is not comfortable signing up on one of those platforms, just go over and buy some merchandise. We sell merchandise to help fund the programs that we run. That's why we do the merch. I don't enjoy doing it. Well, actually, I do enjoy drawing them. All the designs are hand-drawn by me. But I don't enjoy having to make them to fund the programs. But, you know, it's necessary if we want to do the good that this channel does. And I think you all do a lot of good. You come together, and as a group, you do far more than any of us could do separately, and that's why the Yankee Marshall Posse gets stuff done. And if you want to be one of those people that get stuff done and help us out, like I said, go over to Subscribestar or Patreon and sign up. There's links in the upper corner of this video, or just buy some merch. And remember, if you sign up on Patreon or Subscribestar, that gets you entry into our members-only chats that we have every Monday and Wednesday night. With that being said, I want to thank everyone in advance for your participation. Like I said, together we do far more than we could ever do as individuals.